fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Misael Chacon.
Here we go, you all, for our third fight of the evening, with Misael Chacon coming in 1-8 out of Chandler, Arizona. So should be interesting, as Misael looking for a win here after sort of a rough start. He did have a big fight in 2014 where he fought at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, and won against Brandon Riddell, his only win. So maybe that's something he'll try and draw on tonight. Sort of what he did at the Celebrity Theater last year.
And now, entering the ring, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Ricardo Garcia.
Ricardo Garcia is going to be the fan favorite because he's fighting out of La Habra, California, which is probably about as close as you can get to where we are at the moment. 25 years of age, 5'6". Got a nice 69-inch reach. Coming in at 3-3-1 with 1 KO. So, had some wins, had some losses, but on paper, these guys, they stack up really well. So we'll see if they're able to carry that on.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Now in the ring, 4 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division, presented to you by Ed Holmes All-Star Promotions. This bout is sponsored in part by Journeyman Management and KRUZ Radio, proud sponsors of tonight's event. Once again, our third man in the ring, Hall of Fame referee Dr. Lou Moret. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Arizona Fight Club in Phoenix, Arizona. He weighed in 128 pounds. He is a veteran of 9 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Misael Chacon. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks, trimmed in silver. He is training out of La Habra Boxing Club by way of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in 127 pounds. His record, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw with 1 win. Coming by way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ricardo Garcia. Once again, our referee, Hall of Famer Dr. Lou Moret.
Well, we've got another great matchup here going on here at the Battle of the Rising Stars. Quiet Cannon, Montebello. If you're just joining us, we're live ringside for our third fight of the evening. And again, we've got a couple guys fighting out of the super featherweight division. And off we go. As you heard from Jim Fitzgerald, Ricardo Garcia coming out of Guadalajara, Mexico originally, now fighting out of La Habra. Ricardo's fighting in the black trunks out of the red corner. The black and white, I guess I should say, make it a little easier. His opponent, Misael Chacon, he had a pretty good fight, as I mentioned, in 2014, but now his record has, it's diminished a bit, so be a big fight for him this evening to take it down. As far as reach and weight, we're dead even in this one. Not much of an advantage on paper, at least for either fighter. Again, Misael coming out of Arizona Fight Club out in Phoenix, Arizona. So here we go for our third fight of the evening. Gotta like so far, both guys standing toe-to-toe, showing good patience. Usually as we see in the first round, a little feeling out period. They're going to go for 4 rounds of boxing tonight, 3 minutes per round. And halfway through round 1, Garcia sort of controlling the action, but at the moment is now backed up a little into the corner. Little tie up there coming from Chacon. Chacon in the all-black trunks is going to be looking probably to win this fight. Just from any point of view, when you get to this point, you've lost more than you've won. He's got to kind of figure it out. This is a good opportunity for him to do so. Chacon's corner here in the blue calling for some straight drop-ins and some body shots. Calling for the right hand and the body out of Chacon's corner. Chacon now calling to work. He does get a little bit of an opportunity. Garcia into the corner, into the ropes a little bit, and Chacon with a nice jab, left-right body combination, comes back with another nice jab there. So Chacon showing a little heart here. Another nice combination. Doesn't quite connect, but looks like has Garcia backed off a little. Ooh, right hand uppercut connects for Chacon. Another nice left hand connecting for Chacon. So Chacon now having a little bit of his way with Garcia early here in the first round. Interesting fight there from Chacon. Fighting out of the blue corner right in front of me, and it looks like certainly his trainer coming out, Arizona Fight Club, looks pretty happy with what he saw. Over in the red corner, Garcia has got to be maybe a little bit of a reevaluation. You can see his corner calling for him to get out, move around a little bit, force a little more of the action. But my thought is after that first round, anyway, what I see from this end is Chacon doing a nice job of taking Garcia out of his game plan, out of his element. Garcia does have the knockout. 3-3-1 with one of his wins coming from knockout. Again, here in this super featherweight division, it's going to come down a little more to scoring here. So, as far as what I can see in our first round there, I've got to give Chacon maybe a couple of points there and probably won that round, but pretty close now as Garcia now takes the center of the ring and is going to try to see what he can do. A lot of fanfare, for Chacon's corner, again coming out of La Habra, which is very local. And that could be, one of the things that could help Garcia. Garcia coming out of La Habra. And now Garcia lands a nice combination to the body. Not really able to close the exchange. Garcia pushing towards the rope now. Chacon a little backed up, ducks and fights his way out of it. Chacon lands another pretty nice uppercut coming in. A lot of blows being thrown here. Wow, Chacon trying to come in with the jab, but not much power behind it there. He's got Ricardo against the ropes, but he may have gotten a little tired from that last exchange. Same thing from Garcia, trying to throw some punches there, but not much power behind him. I am seeing Chacon's left eye. Ooh, and Chacon just eats a little bit of a right hand there. But Chacon's left eye showing some swelling. Ooh, Chacon just took a nice right to the chin as well. So maybe here as we go through round 2, Ricardo showing a little bit of stick-to-itiveness here. Wow, nice exchange from both fighters there. Couple tough body shots. Chacon trying to finish it, but wow, and look at Garcia working off the ropes here. Oh, but he eats a little bit of a right hand. And Chacon doing a nice job scoring late into round 2 again. Garcia's going to need to do a little something about those combinations coming in out. He needs to get off those ropes. Tying him up here a little bit. 20 seconds left, round 2. Live, Montebello, California, Battle of the Rising Stars. 10 seconds left. Garcia finding his feet, trying to throw a couple combinations, but here comes Chacon. They're blow for blow, toe-to-toe in round 2, and the end of that round a little tougher to call. Not so obvious the second time around. You got to like that. You got to like the fact that Garcia is coming back, still showing a positive momentum, sticking to the game plan. Chacon standing toe-to-toe. Round 2, a tougher one to call. Definitely want to thank all of our sponsors that are out there this evening, including the Scapic Law Group. Of course, Global IT, who helps provide a lot of the internet and media that's provided here tonight. JT Media giving us all the audio spectacular shots that we get out there from JT in the back, and couldn't do it without him, that's for sure. And of course, my buddy Iron Mike, who's back from about 20 minutes in the beer line. So 20 minutes and $8 later, we're good to go. Okay, here we go, round 3.
You got a couple good fighters here, buddy.
Battle of the Rising Stars. And so far, Garcia maybe off to a slow start. I think having a good second round, but, you know, Chacon is proving to be a handful in the black trunks. Chacon now, Garcia on the ropes again, forcing the action. Garcia doing a nice job of keeping the body shots coming in. Garcia, nice punches thrown off the rope. Nice 1-2 combination coming in from Chacon, and these guys are battling. As soon as you get into this lighter weight division, it becomes a little more about points, a little less about the knockout punch. As far as Chacon's left eye, it hasn't changed much from round 2. Obviously, they probably cleaned him up a bit, but I don't think it's a factor at this point. Ricardo now seeming to want to throw the punch that might make a difference. So I got to ask you there, Iron Mike, what do you think about this Battle of the Rising Stars, these fights?
Well, as I was watching over there in the beer line, I was like, I wish I was sitting over here watching these two guys go at it. They haven't stopped since the first round.
Well, you know, a lot of times the lighter weight division you get into, the more punches are thrown, the more energy, usually more stamina. Here with 1 minute left in round 3, things becoming urgent now for Chacon, and he's got Garcia. Uppercut lands for Chacon. Garcia answers. Garcia, if he's doing anything right, he's holding Chacon off with that jab. He cannot abandon the jab at this point. Throw the right, work the jab for Garcia. Chacon also throwing a nice jab and following with the right there.
Yeah, Garcia working the body, constantly hitting the ribs, wearing them down.
Little bit of almost a mutual respect going on for these fighters here late in the third. With 10 seconds remaining, somebody needs to put it all out there. Ooh, and Chacon right there threw 2 punches that missed. And that's a little bit of fatigue there, Iron.
Yeah. Fatigue is setting in. And these boys, like, I mean, if I've thrown that many punches, I probably would have been done in the second round.
Well, I think they left a lot out on the table there in round 2, and round 3 kind of a little bit more of a sort of a makeup round, a little more positioning, but this is one of the harder ones I've had to call at this point. Again, these guys evenly matched as far as their physical stamina, their physical presence. And sitting here right now in Chacon's corner, seems like they know this is his round. He's got to step up. Chacon breathing pretty hard. Seems like he's feeling it a bit, but his corner sort of asking him not to back up, not to back off, but just stay in it and go for it. I think it's really going to come down to Chacon in this round to, kind of impress everybody who's going to win this fight.
Yeah, both fighters coming out just extremely fatigued.
Well, one thing about Garcia, is right around this round, he's got his head tucked in now, and he's throwing punches early. So if Garcia can continue to control the action, he should be able to take the fight. Then again, back in our second fight of the evening, I thought it was pretty much Montgomery, and we ended up with the draw. So it sort of depends on where you're sitting in the room, I guess. Big exchange coming. Garcia doing a nice job of holding Chacon off. Chacon's punches seeming a little non-effective. He had a couple rights that swung around, but they just didn't quite connect with that power. Garcia, on the other hand, showing balance, and now he's got Chacon into the corner for a moment, but Garcia's showing a little better balance, standing. He's next to the ropes, but he's not in the ropes. Maintaining his position. I don't think Garcia's bothered by being against the ropes too much. I think
He seems like he's comfortable.
his balance to me seems like it doesn't matter maybe where he is in the ring. He's just sort of focusing on holding his position and not giving, or I should say backing up much to Chacon. But, this is Chacon's final minute here, Iron.
Yeah, Chacon, it's the final minute for Chacon, and he's just really he's
he-
breathing heavy. He just wants to get through this thing. His
He
arms are
landed
heavy.
He landed a nice punch or two there. Chacon needs to just press the action right now. Here's his chance. He's got Garcia a little bit backed up. Chacon fishing with the jab, tries to finish with the right hand. Garcia seeming to not want to go away, though, holding off Chacon's advances. Chacon doing a good job of trying to throw those punches in there, but the power doesn't seem to be there.
These guys are just throwing.
And
Going back and forth, and this is it.
Big exchange
everything
at
they
the
got.
end of the round. Every big exchange there at the end of the round. Both fighters left it all out there at the end. Very, very good finish to what was a pretty tough fight. There's no doubt in my mind that this is going to, again, be a little closer than maybe we think because, again, another nice finish. Garcia seemingly dominating, but, again, hard to tell. It's one of those things, with boxing, I guess, everybody always sees it a little different, but we'll have to see on this one. I don't know. That was one of the tougher ones to call. One of the things I think, and I don't know what the judges are looking for, but Garcia's balance was superb.
Yeah, sitting in the corner of the ring on the ropes. I mean, the guy just felt like he was super comfortable.
Yeah, he never looked backed up or, like I said, I think he could have almost been standing anywhere. And, you know, those things matter, but what matters more is punches thrown, punches landed. And if you're not landing punches, if you're not, you know, scoring well, then sometimes what you see physically isn't always what ends up being on the points. So for that reason, we'll have to wait and see. That's why we just commentate. We don't make the decisions, right? Right, buddy?
Absolutely, guy.
Well, let's take it up ringside and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. Judge at ringside, Eddie Hernandez scores the bout 40-36, while both judges Zachary Young and Sergio Kais score the bout 39-37 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, Ricardo Garcia.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we saw from here. Garcia sort of dominating, but Chacon did a fantastic job of continuing to come after him, continuing to press. Showed a lot of heart out there. Little bit of damage there on his eye, but I think, you know, obviously both fighters are in good shape. And that's going to be pretty good for Garcia now, because he comes away with a winning record at this point. He moves from 3-3 to 4-3, and gains a little momentum going into his cause. Huh? What do you think, Iron?
Absolutely, I think this guy picked up a lot of confidence after that debut. That was just a great fight, and he really showed his poise and hung in there. I mean, it didn't matter if he was on the ropes, he was in the corner. He was able to pull out of it, sit there comfortably, and pull out this win and start having a winning record and building that confidence.